All right, and hello everybody. It's been forever, but welcome back to another fig review. Oh my goodness. So I have had this figure for a while. Actually, all the figures I have had for a while. But I'm gonna finally open her. And since a lot of you guys really liked my chill one, I think I'm gonna do that again since this is not going to be a new thing. This figure's been out for a while. There's plenty of reviews on it that are much more in depth, maybe, but there's enough of them. So I am just unboxing a figure that I have been staring at for a long time. It's been under my desk for like months. I've been kicking it for months, so. Daniel. What do you want, Bubby? He's already here. He's so excited. It's been forever. And because the camera's so far away, you can actually see him really well. Come here, Bubby. Anyways, what was I saying? Since I am doing this again for the first time in a couple months now, I'm just going to take it easy. So we're going to try our best to look at the box. Everything is very far away from me. Like, I'm like really reaching here because she's a big box. She's a big figure. But this is the, oh my gosh, I didn't say it. This is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Urbosa figure. I don't know exactly what company this is actually. Because Daniel, we are not doing this all day. Let's see. First 4 figures, I believe. I don't know. I just buy them. I never pay attention to this brand because it's just official. Okay, it is first 4 figures. I didn't know that. Now I do. And now you do too. So anyways, I'm going to try my best to spin her around so you can see the box. But again, she's very big. Got a nice shiny sticker. Really pretty art of Urbosa. I love all the muscle ladies. They're all so beautiful. Wow. Other side of the box. Other side of the box. I do have the link. I don't have the Zelda. The Zelda was really boring. It's kind of sad now that I don't have it. But at the same time, like, she's just standing there. Like, that's not interesting. Oh my gosh, I just realized how like tilted the camera was. This beginning part's gonna be chaotic because of how far away I am, so don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. This side. Wow. And then yeah, the top. The Sheikah Slate eye. Okay, and then last is the bottom. Which, ooh, we got instructions, warnings, not instructions. Adult collectible, not a toy, recommended for ages 15 and up. It's a good thing I'm an adult. Anyways, I've actually opened the box now, which, can I even get that on camera? Here, let me at least get on camera and me cutting the tape. Cut. Cha. 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 Very cool. Okay, here comes the really hard part, is getting her out of the box. Very hard. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Oh, look, there's little stuff on the top. Oh. I just tore my box. I hate this about these boxes. I don't know why. Something about when there's like plastic and the cardboard, you'll always like tear this little corner here. But look, there's stuff on the top. She's got her, I forget the name of the beast, but there's the guy. Wow, my phone does not like focusing on that. The little camel guys, the big boss. Anyways, yippee. Oh, she's got a cool background too. Big box coming through. Oh, she's heavy. Oh, just like all muscle mommies should be. Okay, put her on the floor for now. This box is huge. I love big figures, but good golly. Oh, there's a little piece of paper. Little paper at the bottom. Oh, you can make a diorama out of the back. I'm not doing that. I won't do that. Wow, Gerudo, champion and chief of the all-female tribe. Urbosa has an iron will and is a fierce warrior, but she also has a big heart. She has taken it upon herself to look after Zelda. Wow, oops. Well, I'm not going to use this, so whoever wants to can steal this. I don't care enough. Oh, wow. Anyways, you know, wow. Paper. Paper. Okay, I keep getting distracted. My bad. But we get to look at the cool inside. Let me actually move this. I was gonna pull it off on the table, but this thing's so big and bulky. Ooh, wow! It's the kingdom. It's Hyrule. Wow. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be brave for a moment, bold and brave. This is a weird angle to choose. I mean, it's kind of like just like the main backdrop that you see for Breath of the Wild, but like, shouldn't hers be, you know, the desert? There's this cool design at the bottom. I know this is from the game, but it's been a while since I've played Breath of the Wild, not Tears of the Kingdom, so I don't quite remember what that is, but I'm gonna put this back. Now typically I'll try to show the shell of the figure, so here is the shell, the clam shell. It's really hard, you guys. She's so far away from me. I'm like touching her with the tippies of my fingers. Whoa! There's the shell. Oh. All right, let's break her free. I'm gonna cut her out of the tape. Is there tape? Does she not have tape? I don't... Huh. Okay, this is gonna be really loud then. Because these are tight. And I'm weak. I wonder if it was like this before with Link. Or if it's just gotten... Ah! Oh my god. Good God. Ah! That was awful. Alright. Let's actually get her out. She's got one nice big wrap. Yeah. And she's got a tummy wrap. Yippee. Oh my gosh. Look how good she looks. It's kind of, I think, hard to tell with how big she is. Like, how great she looks in person. This angle actually isn't really doing her much justice because she looks like she's looking up. I actually really like that she's a figure kind of looking up at you. So I'm going to move you guys really quick so you can kind of see what I mean. This is kind of a weird angle, but hopefully it gets the idea across. Because when she turns around and she's looking over her shoulder, it looked so good. Let's zoom in. See how good that looks though? Like when she's like looking over her shoulder at the camera or at you, it just looks really nice. So this is a fantastic figure. We're gonna look at her closer and see what she's all about. Okay, so first thing first, of course, is her lovely face. Let's move that light just right. There we go. So her face is fantastic. She's got the fantastic Gerudo nose. Just absolute honker. I don't mind though. I think these are great. I love that they all have very prominent features, including their nose. They're still beautiful though. Her makeup is fantastic. Her lips are this nice bright blue. I wonder if actually I should bring her just a little bit closer. She's got her giant red eyeshadow, her intense red eyebrows, which are a little bit more of a warmer red than the eyeshadow. The actual like eye and makeup, like the eyelashes and the makeup, the way they're printed it's something that I noticed, I think, on the link as well, but it can look a little speckly. It's really the only way to describe it. Like it looks like it's printed on, like if they took a printer and printed it onto the face. So I don't know if these are just kind of weird decals, so where the quality could be a little less spotty, but still fantastic look. It's not like she looks bad by any means. So I do also like her teeth. If you notice, there is a separation between the top teeth and the bottom teeth. It is not just like a flat drawn in mouth. There is some extra dimension, and you know, she's got 2 rows of teeth. Very nice. But I like that you can only see the teeth from like this front angle. Her pretty crown, headband. Very fantastic, very bright golden and shiny. She's got all the little intricate details on top. A little curly Q, big swirly hair. And you can also see the back of her crown peeking out, which is kind of nice, disappearing into the back of her hair. The classic Hyrulean ears and her big giant hoops. She's got great accessories. These are fantastic. Her top, just like a ponytail headband. Simple, but nice. Doesn't look too bad. There's a couple little bumpy bumps in there, but you know, whatever. Her big, giant, boofy hair, which is painted very well. I love the way her hair was done. Not only is it giant and huge, but they very carefully put the colors on this. There is like a light warm red, and then there's these cooler tones of almost like a burgundy that are put in as streaks very purposefully. They weren't just kind of done randomly or lazily. Like these are done as like lines, like very purposeful lines up and down the figure, which is nice. Sometimes you'll just see where they'll just put a dark color in a corner, dark color up here or something. They still did that, but there is a lot more purpose with this, which is nice. She's got another little ponytail though. This one's a little bit more scrunky than the other one. I can't really fully explain why, but it's a little scrunky. And then the bottom half of her ponytail, also fantastic. Look at all those colors popping back out again. Not to mention her hair has so much motion to it. It adds very much to the motion of this figure. It's just fantastic. She's just great. They really went above and beyond for her and her hair and her pose and everything. It's all very well thought out. So her fantastic top with all the adornments. There's of course her necklace, which is a little plain, but the 3 bands on her neck. The fancy wraparound. I really like her shirt. I love all the colors that they chose for this. I mean, this is obviously just based off of the game design, but I still think they did a really good job of painting this part. It doesn't look like speckly or anything. It looks really clear, so that came out nicely. And all the gold pieces just look really good. There's a couple scruffy bits, like here, for example, where I think, you know, maybe there was some, I was gonna say there's maybe some melting, but I think this is just some random gunk. Ew. Random gunk. Gross. Well, it's gone now, so I guess no problems. That was kind of odd. Maybe that's from the plastic, just because I did have it sitting for a while. And I don't think this is a particularly new figure, so it's probably sitting a little bit before it got to me even. There was some gunk on her shirt too, though, so maybe there's a gunk issue for her. Gross. But then there's this really pretty little flower on the front with the little gemstone inside. Very cute. Big toned abs. Muscle. Look, I like muscle women, and so Urbosa fits right into that. I mean, this is still shaded really great too. Again, there's very purposeful shading. It's not overdone. It's not underdone. Like they very purposefully put like a little bit of a cooler toned brown right on the edges of all of her ab lines, in the middle, underneath, on this top part. You can see a little bit better there, but they were very careful with the placement of the brown on this. Now, I am still seeing some of that, what I described again as like being where something seems like it's printed. The best way I can describe it is kind of like there's certain inkjet printers or laser jet printers, and when you see the print afterwards, you can't help but look at it and just think like, it just looks lighter or dottier in some areas, but it still doesn't look bad, especially from far away. This is not nearly as noticeable as I think it was on her eyelashes and stuff. So the shape that they did on this is really well. Again, this is just based off the game. All of the Gerudo women are built very like skinny teeny waist with big muscle. But I do like the definition that they added for the like rib cage here. I think that's where rib cage is. Yeah, rib cage, and then like this cheek bone. So I think that just looks really good. Now you can't really see this shoulder pad very well, but you can see this one, which is again, I think painted really well. Same colors as on the front of the shirt. It doesn't look speckly or anything. There is a little bit of overprinting on some areas here, but that's very small. I'm just looking up close at it, so that's why I'm noticing. There is just plain gold on the inside, so whatever, who cares? It's gold. Her hand. Ooh, first off, painted nails. Yes. So I know I often focus on my fixation on whether they have different colored undies or not, but my other thing that I absolutely love is painted nails. Even if it's like a plain little gel, if it's just a pink, maybe just the white tip, I don't care. If they're painted, I'm very excited. I just don't put as much attention on it. But it's moments like these that make me remember that I do enjoy when the nails are painted. Because she's got this really nice, deep royal blue. This is awesome. Not to mention all the rings on her fingers. 1, 2, 3. And this little one with the gem on top. Teeny tiny. I hate these kind of rings though. Oh my god. Like just the thought of these, like they would just fall off your finger all day. They would just fall off your finger all day. And if they don't fall off your finger all day, they'd be uncomfortable all day because they hurt your finger so much from grabbing them. So you're not winning either way. More bracelets. These are just plain gold. Yippee. I don't know if it's just me. Her thumb, that looks really long, right? Maybe I just never think of like what the hand looks like when there's someone's grabbing their waist, but that just looks crazy. You're like, girl, why your thumb like that? She is a large woman, so maybe she got large thumbs. I don't know. But since we looked at her one hand, let's look at her other hand. We got the bracelets again. Yippee, it's bracelets. But more importantly, her giant sword. Ooh, look at all those details. All the engravings on the side. Very cool. We got the gem on the end of the sword as well as on the handguard. It's handguard. It's not a handle because the handle she's holding. This is the guard, I think. Anyways, another gem. Does she have more rings on her finger? Yeah, just peeking out. She's got one ring on her pointer finger, I think. No, that's her middle finger. God, she's crazy. Imagine holding a sword with that, too. Ooh, those are terrible ring placements. No other rings, just the one. Her thumb looks a little less crazy on this hand, too. It still looks a little big, but I might just be delusional. I don't know. Does her do Gerudo women just have big thumbs? Is that a Nintendo fact? Really quick, I want to move to the back. Oh my gosh. First off, she has her giant shield. The classic Gerudo shield. I think that's the name of it. There might be another name. But I love the shield because it's so shiny and pretty. All the gems on the side adorning it with the gold. It just looks great. I love the magenta, the color that they used for the metallic gold too. It's just so good. So good. It's crazy. Like, I mean, I know this is based on the game, but this, like, shield in particular has such a distinct, like it's in my brain. Like this is engraved in my brain. Like this is perfect. Like it's literally like flashbacking me to the game. And really quick, I don't know, I didn't talk about it. I mean, it's small, but I love, once again, just kind of being gushy about the design. I love that the back of her outfit, which of course looks fantastic, it's printed similar to the front. We have more gold, but I love that we have like this racerback, I think that's the name I'm looking for, but where it's thin in the middle, and then wide just on the bottom, so it's comfortable, and like that way her shoulder blades don't get blocked. It's kind of like how swimmers, they typically have like the X back swimsuits because it allows for their shoulder blades to move without any restrictions. So there's a lot of thought put into how her outfit was made. This is going to be hard to see as well, but there is her sword sheath. It's got this little ball, it's got some details. The painting on this seems to be a little less fantastic. You're not going to be able to see that really well, but some of the brown gold and the yellow gold seem to be mixing a little bit where they're not supposed to be. I do love when you look back here, you can see all of the like belts and holders for both the shield and the sheath, and like how they rest on her belt. There's like little, it looks like little alligator clips, basically, kind of clipping to them. Kind of. They don't really look like they're attached to anything, but I think that was the idea. Again, I love that it's not just like slapped onto her back. Like there's very specific handles and just the actual like handle for the shield, for example, is here. You can see all of the like, there's a word for it, but all the divots that they used for making the shield. You can even see some of the wood detailing back here. Like you can see there's panels and stuff here. I want to actually get some light in there because there is a lot of detail that they didn't necessarily need to put in there. Like, again, there's paneling, all the little divots. There's a divot, big divot right there that seems to be holding like the handles to the actual shield itself. So they put all of the details of how the shield was made, basically, which again, sometimes you just don't see. Sometimes this back stuff, I wouldn't be surprised like if they still would have had this, but like maybe it wouldn't have had the handle, for example, on other figures. So it's nice. And here's the other little corner of the sheath. There is details going all the way along the bottom, which is nice. Just lots of little details. And I love this, like it's like a floral kind of print almost, kind of like a desert floral print, I guess is the best way to describe it. Now before we move on to like the actual leg area, so she has all these beautiful ornate details on her belt and on the top of her skirt, which we'll kind of touch on too. From the front, I mean, this piece right here on her hip is fantastic. Look how cool that is. This little like this little guy here, it looks like was it Princess Mononoke? The little face that he had, I think. Am I thinking of that right? I think so. But I think it looks like the mask that she had. But then all of these little decorations, of course, again, just look really nice. I'm sure there was way more thought put in this than I have the brain capacity for, or at least just knowledge of. But I do really like these colored parts. So like the red, the blues, they aren't just put onto a flat gold. If you look, you might be able to see a little bit, but they are somewhat indented, I think is the word I'm looking for. So they're kind of nestled into the gold. Moving right along for her belt, we have this nice red belt. It kind of matches the red on like her shirt and like her earrings. And then there's like another belt underneath, or maybe just like the top of her skirt that is also just bright gold. Obviously on the red belt there's the gold, and there's actually like a little metallic green inside the circles. Very cool. This gold pattern reminds me of like kitchen tiling or something. I did notice on the back though, and probably because of all the stuff that's in here, it kind of got messed up. on some of this stuff. That's a pretty big misprint on the back. It happens, but still kind of stinks, you know. Moving to the skirt, which is also fantastic. We once again have the big camel guy. I wish I knew the name. I don't think it said the name on her little pamphlet. Nothing. Well, big camel god guy on her skirt, which I do like. But I do like she's got all these little gold bangle pieces on the side too. I do kind of wish they were attached to something. They're just kind of like on her skirt. I mean, they're attached, but it's a little weird that they're just floating on the fabric. But the blue is actually shaded really nicely. It's kind of hard to tell because of how bright the blue is. But once again, there's deeper, cooler shades in the deeper pockets. And there's like big, bright blue all on the big, wide areas. Just once again, adding to the motion of her big blue skirt. And there's the white trim on the side. That's clearly just a decal that was stuck on. I can for sure tell with this stuff. Oh, what did I touch? You see that? It's not terrible, but stood out enough that I stopped. Moving along, we have her fancy legs. Ooh, her legs look great. They could have maybe used a little more toning, I think. They've got a good shape to them. I mean, you can see like her knee bumps and some of the actual muscle definition, but I don't know if that was on purpose. Yeah, looking at this, I think some of this is just like, again, it's almost like they use decals on everything, and I don't know how else to explain it because it just looks odd. It doesn't look like just paint. It's really weird. But this is just from the paint, or like a seal of the paint. This is not like an extra muscle definition, which would have been really cool because she has a lot of muscle, so her legs would be very muscly. And last, down to the feetsies, she has very cool heels that I like a lot. I love a good shoe because we have not only the gold heel, the gold toe with the cool extra little line, and this nice cool flared out piece on the side because she's fashionable. She's fashionable. Her what are they, like the ankle monitors? She's on house arrest. But stylish house arrest. They're just so thick. And the base, which is just the Sheikah slate design. This was on Linkspace too. Same with all this on the sides here. Basically the exact same. It does have, I think, where it sounds like a little hollow. Hollow and a little, it's hard, but it still feels like bendy. I don't know if that makes sense. Hers feels a little sturdier than what I remember Link's feeling though. Oh, and there's some text on the bottom. Nothing important, but now you know it's Urbosa. Now, it's actual the end. The last thing on the list to check, which we already saw it, but we didn't actually see it. Because remember, we didn't look. Like, it's dying to be released because she has dark blue. Ooh, dark blue. These kind of seem more practical. They're not really panties in the sense that we maybe normally talk about them on my stupid channel. But they are not white. They are dark blue, which I do appreciate. Not fancy. It's just not white, which is fine, good enough for me. Anyways, we are actually at the end. I don't know if Nathaniel's nearby. We got Erza nearby, kind of. We can maybe do our wise words of wisdom. Wise words of wisdom. Here, let's see. If I can get Erza on the camera, because she's really close. Erza! You want to do wise words of wisdom? What in the world? You guys didn't even see him. He just like super jumped here. You want to do the wise words of wisdom, Nathaniel? Good God. Oh my God. Oh, he's going to attack her. He was winding up. Stupid. Erza doesn't even care. She's like, dude, I'm just eating. Wow, very wise words of wisdom from Erza already, which is to just leave it alone. Let the big boy eat the food on the floor. So stupid. Let's see what dumb thing we get out of here after months. I hope it's another bead. Write down in the comments below. Do you think it's gonna be another goddamn bead? The same bead we were getting for months and months? Put the coins in. Well, I have 2 coins in here now. Forgot I did this. I got 2 coins. Good old Legion. Let's use Legion as stupid one. I'm feeling a little silly stupid today from this stupid kitties fighting. Ugh. Realism. Oh. Nothing. Uh-oh. I think I got a jam. Okay. There we go. Mostly everything should be able to fit in there. Some things in here probably won't, but those are just for fun. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. It's been months. It's moving. Oh, okay. Well, if you guessed bead or no bead, it doesn't matter. You're both right. Because we have both the classic bead that we have been getting for months and months and months. Oh my god, how many times? We also have this cool crystal marble. Ooh, crystal marbles. Trinkets. Trinkets. Well, I think it's fitting that we got the big guy picking on the little guy. Because that's how Nathaniel and Erza lived through life. And you know what? Erza gave us great advice, which is, if you're eating your food and someone comes to bully you, just walk away. However, I do think maybe you shouldn't fully listen. You should probably try to eat your food if someone's trying to take it from you. You paid for it. But, you know. All right, but with all that wise words of wisdom, we are now at the end of the video. She was fantastic. There's a reason why I kind of have been holding on for her and didn't just do her in one of my, like, random live stream videos. This also would have been arguably a pain in the ass to do on a live stream, but it would have been a very different vibe, a very different kind of chaotic vibe than what we got today, you know? She was still, though, just fantastic. I mean, she looks so good. All the gold, all the details. Her outfit itself just kind of lends itself to a nice figure design because no matter what you do, you're going to have all these gold details, the big skirt, the big hair. Not saying that someone couldn't mess it up like a different figure company, but it definitely helps. So, while there were some kind of weird misprints and just kind of awkward decals, which I do think this company does a lot of decals. Like I know I can for sure on the eyes, and her makeup, the skirt for sure had the decals. And I wouldn't be surprised if some other ones that I missed, but maybe kind of noticed that they look just odd. That was the same thing on Link. They had it on his eyes. I know they had it on his Sheikah slate, and I think one other thing I can't really quite remember because it's been a while since I got the Link. But it still looked good overall. I, again, loved the way the print was done on her shirt and, like, her shoulder pads. I think even though those maybe are also a decal, they're much cleaner than some of the other ones for some reason. No idea why. Maybe just different decal inks and paints. I don't know. The hair shading, fantastic. But yeah, the weapons look gorgeous. The weapons probably are actually my favorite part. Other than just like stuff like her fingernails and her rings and her jewelry, because those are just things that I just like sometimes. But she's fantastic. I'm really glad I got her. Really glad I opened her and actually got to just spend time looking at her. She just looks great, and I can't wait to put her on a shelf. I need to get Link out and put them somewhere. Don't know where. I'll find a place. I'll figure that out. But if you're all the way here at the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed it. You should subscribe. I haven't been as regular in making videos, but I've had a lot of stuff happen, to say the least. I will hopefully be making more, but still subscribe so that way you can see them when I make them. I'm trying to work through this little pile of figures that I have, and I do want to make this more regular again because I do enjoy making these videos. Yeah, I just got really busy with the last of my Volare dances, which involve Katsukan and Shobukan, and not to mention, in case if you've missed the memo and the few ways that I put it out, I will be having a baby. But that definitely has slowed me down a little bit because the first few months were a little heavier hitting. I'm doing better now. I feel actually pretty normal most days. I'm just sleepy. So, and I also did officially, well, when I'm recording this, just closed down the Patreon. I mentioned it in a previous stream, but in case if anybody missed it, I did just close that down for now because I didn't have many people and I wasn't posting on it regularly, and I just felt bad that I wasn't posting regularly. It was kind of hard to post sometimes because it just felt like a hurdle to get over, and it really shouldn't have because I wasn't doing a whole lot, but when I wasn't recording videos, it also made it harder. So I officially closed that. Maybe in the future, that could be something I'll look at doing again. But for now, I've closed that down. Thank you to the few people that supported me. There wasn't very many of you, but there was two in particular who are people that I know in real life and love dearly, and who have supported me since I started it. So thank you, especially to the two of you. You guys know who you are. I mean, I talk to you guys often, and you're big supporters in my life. So I've used all of the money from that towards different things that I've used for producing these, like this silly ring light armband thing that I've been using that's here. Like, it's made it easier. I love being able to just move this around among us. But this has been really helpful instead of me using my tripod, which I still use sometimes, but like differently. You know, I'm almost always at this table, but I've been using this ring light for both this, you know, little workspace, and then for when I'm doing streams, sometimes I'll use it for me. It's just really helpful, and I wouldn't have been able to get this without you guys' help. So again, this is a very big ceremonious thank you to those two people in particular. The other people as well, of course, they help, but were very short, and I don't know if they still watch my videos because it's been a long time since I've seen them. But when they were helping, fantastic. So, anyways, I'm getting very sidetracked. There's other places you guys can follow me. I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you for listening to these crazy musings at the end. You know, I'm always trying and doing different stuff, but you guys help me want to make more videos and do more things. My last video, you know, I was really worried about doing something more chill, and again, everybody was so positive in their feedback and stuff, so I really appreciate it because I was, for some reason, really anxious about posting that video, but you guys made it where I felt less anxious afterwards. So thank you again to all of you guys, because again, a lot of you guys really liked it and were just really nice. So I need to stop talking. anyways, I hope you guys have had a great last few weeks. A lot of good last weeks, a lot of them. But I do hope that you have a great next week, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.